morning everyone. I'm just nipping up into town, going to meet my mum shortly, but before I do, I'm going to do you a bit of a vlog. So I'm on a bus, yay. Not something I usually do, but with two broken cars I don't have much choice. Okay, so I'm on a number 3A bus, which is goes to Merside, Tesco, or up to Cleveley's Park. So I just caught it on Whitegate Drive, and these buses are every half hour. So it's one at 9:30, one at 10 o'clock, and blah de blah de blah. Army building there on our left. Park Road. And of course the Regent. This would be a little bit of something different from me. Lovely winter gardens. Intro lounge there. And West Coast Rock Cafe. So this is like where the bus stopped in the town centre, and I'm just going a couple of stops further onto Dixon Road. And then we're going to go do a little bit of filming. So I'll see you when we get up there. Okay, so we've just been on the 3A bus, which I really don't like doing, but it was empty. Apart from a couple of people, so that was okay. It's red hot today already. Oh my goodness, is it so warm. I just thought I would show you around here. You've probably seen it on many people's videos, but we all do things differently, don't we? And you ain't seen it on mine. So, look at these.
That's what I want to do.
Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's a tram just leaving, but you know, whatever. This is what we need. This is what Blackpool definitely needs. We need plant life. We need trees. And I know everyone laughs at the trees on Cookson Street. £10,000 a tree. Yeah, I know. But it does look beautiful when they're all in full leaf. It looks absolutely amazing. And there's some lovely little plants here. You've got catmint, you've got poppies, oh, bellis. Absolutely beautiful. So then you've got this car park, which everyone said should be green space. Yes and no. You know, but you get a very, very busy day during a bank holiday weekend, the height of summer, the air show, and you try be a resident in Blackpool and find somewhere to park up this end of town, be it Hounds Hill car park or any of the open air car parks we have around. And by goodness, you will soon realise that we actually do not have as much parking as people seem to think. I know everyone jokes online, oh my god, another car park. Yeah, and so what? We need them, we really do. Anyway, that's my little rant. So you've got the Holiday Inn there now. Let's go see who's in at Masala Bites. Tell you what, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's absolutely red hot already. So I don't know what it's going to feel like later. But yeah. So now while you're waiting for your tram, once you get off the train station, oh, it's better be out at sun a bit. You've got a Greggs, of course. We'd have to have, wouldn't we? Hey. Because everyone just wants a pie and a butty, don't they? Yeah, no, not always. I have public toilets here, which are rather nice. I can take you just to this bit because also in here, which is very good for some of us. So you've got your debit card payments on there to go for do your stuff. And then over here you have an accessible toilet with a radar key, which I have a radar key because of my illnesses. And if you wonder what the clicking is when you hear me walking these days, I now have to walk with a walking stick or a rollator because of my knees and my hips. But I'm not going to go on too much about that. There is also a Pizza Amigo, and they are open from 12 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. Wow. So that's good. And of course, you have my friends here at Masala Bites. Okay. Yeah, so you got my friends who do some really, 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 really lovely food. And also, if you pay them £10, you can get unlimited coffee every day. Are you alright? Just having a moochie around like you do. You know, one of those. Oh, it's a bit cooler in here, isn't it? Yeah, I've just popped in to see my friends there at Masala Bites and grab a coffee. So this is Blackpool North train station entrance now for passengers that are getting off this tramway here. Talking about trams. There you go, there's one. So you can now get off the train and head through this here tunnel that I'm going to show you now, and go wherever you're going. There's a convenience store here, look. TC, Tramway Convenience. So here, confectionery, snacks, gifts, hot drinks, tobacco and vapes. So I'm just going to stop at this litter bin and finish this iced coffee. Okay. So this brings us out at North Station. Over there is the MOD building. That's coming along quickly now. Sainsbury's just over there. I can't really point that way because of the amount of sunshine we've got in our faces. If I turn back this way, you can see the train station there. So this train station has been in the form that it's in now since 1974. I mean, there was obviously a previous one before that, which was only not so far from here actually, only a couple of 100 yards. And that one was Talbot Road. And that one was actually first opened in 1846. Can you believe that? And then when they finally decided to close that one down and move to this position, they repurposed some of the canopies to use on this station. Beautiful day, lovely. I mean, if you really like heat, I do try to avoid as much as possible because it doesn't do me any good. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this opened. Yeah. So during 1963 and 64, we obviously had the beaching report, okay? And the original plan was to close North Station and knock it down. The old North Station, not this new one, Talbot Road Station. So anyway, Blackpool Corporation lobbied and protested and petitioned and whatever they had to do to bend arms, you know, like they do. And so therefore it was then decided that, well, actually, no, we will keep the Blackpool Talbot Road Station and we will close down Central Station instead, you know, the one central car park and all that, which actually was the busiest station in the UK in 1911. Anyway, I digress. And so that's how this one then came about. They closed Central Station and carried on with the other, and then they decided to have a rebuild and move it. So, and this is the final result. So that's that really. Not much more I can say about that, to be quite honest. Yeah, so it's been like this since 1974. Nothing's really changed much since. There's a cafe in there. Yeah, it's an alright little station. I do wish we didn't have to continually change at Preston when we want to go certain places on the trains. Get off, get on again on another one from Preston. Yeah, some of the changeovers can be a bit of a pain in the backside, can't they? But there you go. So yeah, that's Blackpool North Station for you. There's our MOD, and of course they're building the new university, or multiversity as they are calling it, because it'll be multiple subjects across the board. So it's going to be known as a multiversity, and that will bring learning into Blackpool town centre rather than on the outskirts, which in its own way should be a good thing for Blackpool. It's centralising things, isn't it, instead of them all being spread out all over the place. Right, I'm going to go back. No, I won't go back through the tunnel. I will go up this little rampy damp here. So we've got Sainsbury's there. That's how close to the station you are. You've got Bickerstaff House just over there, council buildings. And obviously just behind that, I say obviously as if you all know and you don't really, is where they are building the new multiversity. Oh. So, I will show you that another day. But for now, I'm just going to take this windy path up this ramp because my hips are starting to hurt already. I've hardly done anything at all so far, and the pain is increasing massively. But that's my life for you. For those of you that have been following me for a while and you know why I stopped filming in the first place, was all to do with my health and my mental health's reaction to it all. I've always suffered from depression and anxiety attacks and all sorts of things from being a teenager. But yeah, finding out I've got a long-term chronic illness which will never go away really sent me up the wall. I think it just sent me right off. So yeah, that was fun, shall we say. And for those of us that remember Talbot Road bus station in all its glory, if you want to call it glory, I'm not sure I would. I mean, don't get me wrong, pleasant memories and all that jazz, right? But seriously, all the buses in one place, the smell of diesel, and there was a lovely smell of urine in there as well back in the day. And people say, oh, Blackpool needs a bus station. No, I think we're okay as we are, because any bus station would involve us having to get from the main area of the shops and get to it. And to me, that would be harder work than anything else. I'm loving seeing all the little birds flying around in trees. You can't see them, but you know, greenery and blue skies. Absolutely beautiful mixture. You know, it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful mixture. And Springfield Road, we've got Happy Hotel and Spa over there, and here you've got Off the Rails Cafe. They do Yorkshire pudding wraps, actually. But I'll tell you something. I was going to tell you something, but I've forgotten what it was I was going to tell you. Oh yes, that was it. I'll get a bit closer because I can't zoom in on the camera anymore because the thing that does the zoomy bit now doesn't work, which is dead exciting. Yeah. Yes, there you go. Off the Rails Cafe. Springfield Road. We really are lucky, those of us that live in Blackpool. And I know not everyone agrees. You know, we've got all the free entertainment that goes on. We've got the beach and the sea when United Utilities aren't pumping sewage into it. But I know there's things like this as well. You know, buildings that are closed up, where the owners have gone, who knows? You know, it's anyone's guess, isn't it? And it's a shame to see it, because obviously it brings areas down. And all this regeneration, you know, they've knocked down Charles Street and a load of others around South King Street and King Street to build this multiversity. And I'll tell you, it's about time. I know they're going on about displacing communities, and I get it. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what time it is. I get it, don't get me wrong, I totally understand. But by the same rule, things need to change. Because if they don't change, everything just goes stagnant. And a lot of this stuff that's going on now, all the refurbing, all the stuff that is happening at the minute, is 20, 30 years overdue. It really is. These are like my thoughts. You know, it's all 20, 30 years overdue, that's for sure. It's, yeah. I'm glad that some of these big planters are getting some colour put on them, because without it, by gosh, they're ugly. So a quick look this way, if I can. There you go. See the crane there of the MOD and Blackpool Station. Right, I'm going to call this one done, because you really don't want to listen to me waffle on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Sorry, and ever. So I'm going to call this one done, and I hope whatever you're doing, you have an absolutely fantastic day. And just be positive about things. There's too much negativity in this world. Too much people coming from out of town, vloggers saying, oh, Blackpool's a bag of crap. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's got a lot going for it. Until the next one, catch you later. Bye for now. Bye.